Oh, I'm not going to want to read this, am I? Family matters? Children on the station? Hmm. Wow. Okay. Oof. Thoughts on the Unity stuff? Primarily... Yep. I think Unity is shooting itself in the foot. I think that it really shows just a complete lack of awareness. It's insane, to be honest. It's like, it's actually insane. It's what were they thinking? What were they thinking? So, and like, you know, I kind of understand if projects are ongoing, you know, if they've already put a lot of time and resources into Unity. And here, let me start over. At this point, I think it'd be crazy of Unity not to just roll everything back. Like if they tried to go with this and actually push it through, like that's going to be ridiculous. But if they do roll it back, which I'd be surprised if they don't, but if they do roll it back, even then, I feel like unless you already have an established project and you've already put the resources into it, you'd be crazy to start a project on Unity. Because if anything, this entire thing has like, this is a peek behind the curtain of where Unity's priorities are. This is a peek behind the curtain at where they want to take the company. So again, if a project is using Unity already, like I understand not moving, but if someone's like right now picking a project or thinking of a project for a future, or thinking of an engine for a future project, like I would stay as far away from Unity as possible. Even if they roll it back, this shows that they're willing to basically like completely abuse their user base at the drop of a hat if they think it's better for them. Just oof. But yeah. Am I talking about Starfield Unity? No, I'm talking about Unity, the engine, the game development engine. Yep. We'll take that. Man, we got a whole bunch of loot here. Glad we stopped here. All right. What's Spectre management? Oh, the Spectre management system. I want to talk to you about ITIL. They already rolled back, but it was also leaked that the directors sold shares before the announcement. No. To be clear, Hellel Ben, the directors sold 2,000 shares last week, or just a little bit ago. But he's sold over 50,000 shares in the last year. So don't get me wrong. There's a whole bunch of BS to talk about with Unity right now. But the CEO selling shares is not part of the conversation. He has been slowly selling shares for literally like each a few weeks. Like, and again, it's not. Now maybe he had a long-term goal because he hasn't bought any shares for the last year. He's only sold shares. He's been trickling away shares for a year. So maybe he knew this was coming and this was his long-term plan. But there's this kind of rumor going around where it's like, oh, he sold shares last week and now it's terrible. No, he's been selling shares like every few weeks for literally years. So, yeah, that's not the thing that people need to focus on. Is the fact that this company dropped this news with a 4-month notice. They are not being public about how they're not being public about the system in general, let alone how they're going to accurately track it. And the whole thing is so clearly not in any type of discussion with the people that actually use it. Like there's so many huge, giant alarm bell red flags with what they're doing. It's insane. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
Releasing ship from dock. Done. You're now free to move among the stars.
Why is it me? Hold on one second. Oh. Okay, one sec, guys. Okay. Let me see. One sec, almost done chat. Okay, let's sit back and turn this in. Uh-oh. Oh, we got contraband. Oh. There we go.
Our tiny tin can of fragile humans has survived being hurled through space once more.
My New Game Plus? No. Base game.
We have a clean dock, right on the money.
If there's anything I can do for you, you won't find a better offer.
There. Oh. Oh, buddy. How you not gonna have my fundage? Let me sit on my sitting bench. This is my sitting bench. Doop, 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 doop. Boop doop boop 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 boop. Boop doop boop 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 doop boop doop boop boop doop boop doop boop doop boop. Okay. I know the wait time is so bad.
Was there something you won't find a better off?
That guy's worked a very long shift. He has. He has. Oh, big yawn. Big yawn. I'm guessing you read Bethesda's Reddit post? I saw the tweet. I'm assuming it's the same as the Reddit post.
It's a little surprising, isn't it? Out here on
How
the
may
edge of
I hope we have what...
Nice. Oh, that looks badass. Yo. Looks actually fantastic. The hell, dude. I want to look like that.
But it's just so quiet.
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Okay. Turn the slate. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Most guys in the building, right? Yeah, I think so. Boop. Hey, Gears are with a 97. Thank you, bud. Appreciate that, man.
How on earth do you do that?
Excuse me. Good to see you again. Quite the lab, huh? The UC spares no expense.
I recovered your slate.
Well, will you look at that? Huh. And it seems to be in working condition. So you see, even when tragedy strikes, there's people like you to help pick up the pieces. It makes me feel good about where we're going as a species.
That's it. Thanks for doing your part too.
Well, I hope so. And with all the resources we have here, I have no excuse not to. Here, I know credits are a lazy gift, but as a scientist, I think it's better to be practical. Thanks again.
Don't forget to keep your head on a swivel. All right, let's go. Ahem. We have 2 talk to Sergeant Yumi quests. Go talk to Sergeant Yumi. He's part owl on his dad's side. Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. That was a hoot.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer.
Looking for work.
Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's
Grinder
Roost.
Starfield, big time.
Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps.
I can do that.
Thank you, Captain. Always appreciate it when you lend a hand. Let me know when the matter's resolved. See you later.
Do I talk to him again?
Talk to Royce at the Dawn's Roost. See
Oh,
you later.
this is totally bugged. Okay. Hey, Geneva the
I'm
Kitty!
surprised I've yet to see the inside.
Thanks
of the
for gifting
security
that
office.
sub.
Here's hoping the streak continued.
Awesome. Talk with Sarah Morgan. Uh-oh. Who's the scientist by the tree? He didn't want to talk to me, did he?
Yeah, the way you handle things. Goodbye.
Have you been to Titan yet? Don't know.
It's good to be out and about.
That's one of I
Lives get
don't know
stuffy
this run if I
sometimes.
have. Hi. Oh, bye.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this.
What's up?
Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance?
Is this a trick question or some sort of Zen riddle?
Some people aren't capable of understanding how vitally important botany is. Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me?
Sure.
Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
Okay. What's up, buddy?
I've got I'd appreciate your advice. After our last talk, I was really worried what you'd say, but I always feel better. Thank you. Cora's grandpa, good old Jacob, well, he just will not stop pestering me to see Cora. And that's complicated.
Cora's got a lot of people to care for.
I mean, can you blame them? She's something else. But things with my dad, my early years, they weren't good. My mother died when I was 7. Some people have such strong memories from their early life. Me, I mean, I remember her. I have some pictures. I remember the feelings, but just a few clear memories.
What happened to her?
She banged up her knee real good in an accident. So she went in for knee replacement. Supposed to be routine, but that damn anesthesiologist dropped the ball. And one day mom's fine, and the next, doctors take her away.
Sorry, man.
Oh, it's all right. It's ancient history. So, Jacob raised me on his own, and shit, maybe I don't give him enough credit. I mean, I know how tough it is, but he was strict, hard. Dad was a longtime civil servant, a big man in government, and he had a future all laid out for me. Man, could he get his hooks into you. He was scary good at that.
And let me guess, that future wasn't for you.
You know me too well, but I tried. I felt the weight of legacy. I wanted to do him proud. He said I had to learn the business, run some freight, see how credits flow, speak the language. Meanwhile, he's working some angle for a government job for me after. That sounded even more miserable than what I was doing.
Did you ever tell him he didn't want it?
Oh, I started to. Many, many times. He'd always steer the conversation away or just use logic to dissect every little point. Once I held my ground, and he said I was an ungrateful child, not worthy of what he was doing.
Could have asked what you wanted.
I know, right? Even after I was with the Rangers, Dad was just always needling, angling for me to join the government. But by then I knew myself more, and I could stand up to him. And Lillian, well, she helped. If I let Jacob into Cora's life, he'll dream up some big future for her and tie her into knots like he did with me. The man could teach a master class in manipulation.
Have you seen any evidence of that?
Well, no. But he hasn't had much opportunity. And he's a sly one. Not sure I'd be able to spot anything.
Is it really that much of a problem?
I mean, I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure that freight company was silently partnered with good old Dad. And the smuggling? I wouldn't put it past him to be involved. Very involved. He always did a good job of keeping that side of the business hidden from everyone. Especially me.
Damn. Those are like big accusations to throw around. If he does anything like that, I'm sure you'd shut it down fast.
I would try, that's for damn sure. No guaranteeing I'd succeed. I guess I got more to think about.
Keeper Aquilus delivered what was by all accounts a passionate and moving sermon on greed and the responsibility of man. A small gathering of Sanctum Universal faithful listened to hear their founder, but so pacified expressed frustration. I was just going
Another
to
soul
one person said,
on his way to the great white pearly gates in the sky.
The Embassy District is a controversial
Go bless. All right, chat. I'm sorry to cut it early, but I am exhausted. I am going to go and get some sleep, and then I'm going to come back tomorrow morning, and we're going to play Mortal Kombat, and then probably a whole lot of Starfield. It should be fun. Should be very fun. Thank you all for being here. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are around the globe. As always, have a great rest of your night, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning for more fun and games. Bye-bye.